Did you know that there are more ways to shuffle a deck of cards than there are atoms on Earth? Astonishing, isn't it? But it's true. The humble deck of cards, with its 4 suits and 52 distinct faces, holds within it more potential arrangements than the mind can comfortably comprehend. We're not just talking millions, billions, or even trillions, but a number so vast it eclipses the estimated number of atoms that make up our whole planet. Think about that for a moment. Every time you shuffle a deck of cards, you're likely creating an order that has never existed in history and might never exist again. Each shuffle is a unique moment in time, an event as singular as a snowflake, a fingerprint, or a star in the distant cosmos. So the next time you shuffle a deck of cards, remember you're creating a sequence that's probably never existed before. Ever thought an ostrich's eye is smaller than its brain? Think again. Now brace yourself for a real brain twister. When it comes to ostriches, the eyes have it. That's right. An ostrich's eye, measuring about 2 inches in diameter, is actually larger than its brain. Imagine that. The largest bird on Earth, known for its speed and size, carries around eyes bigger than its brain. Now, that's not to say that ostriches are dim-witted. They're just optically oriented. You see, in the wild, ostriches need to keep a keen eye out for predators. These mighty birds rely on their superb vision to spot trouble from afar. Their large eyes help them gather more light, making their sight exceptionally sharp and clear. And here's another eye-opening fact. Ostriches have the largest eyes of any land animal. Yes, you heard it right. When it comes to eye size, these feathered giants even outdo the largest of land mammals. So next time you see an ostrich, don't just admire its long legs and plume of feathers. Take a moment to appreciate its remarkable eyes. They're not just big and beautiful, they're a crucial part of this incredible bird survival strategy in the wild. So, an ostrich might not win at a game of chess, but it sure has a keen sight. Imagine a lightning storm that never ends. Now, you might think that's something straight out of a science fiction novel, but let me tell you, it's as real as the nose on your face. This wonder of nature takes place in the skies over Venezuela, at the mouth of the Catatumbo River. And it's not just a once-in-a-blue-moon kind of thing. Oh no, this storm puts on its light show for up to 10 hours a night, and it does so for anywhere from 140 to 160 nights a year. This phenomenon, known as the Catatumbo lightning, is an atmospheric spectacle unlike any other. It's like Mother Nature decided to put on a fireworks display and then forgot to turn off the switch. But what makes this storm so unique and unending? Well, it's all about the perfect storm of conditions, quite literally. The Catatumbo River empties into Lake Maracaibo, which is surrounded by mountains. These mountains trap the warm and cold air currents, creating a sort of atmospheric pressure cooker. Add to this the methane from the oil fields below, and voila, you've got yourself a recipe for an almost perpetual lightning storm. But the Catatumbo lightning isn't just a natural wonder. It's also a vital part of our planet's ecosystem. This unending storm produces a large amount of ozone, which helps replenish the Earth's ozone layer. So not only is this lightning storm a marvel to behold, it's also doing its part to keep our planet healthy. From the local fishermen who use the lightning as a navigation aid to the scientists who study its atmospheric effects, the Catatumbo lightning is a storm that's captured the wonder and imagination of many. Talk about a never-ending light show. How many hearts do you think an octopus has? That's right, not 1, not 2, but 3. These marine marvels are a testament to nature's creativity, boasting a trio of hearts to keep up with their active lifestyles. 2 of these hearts pump blood to the gills, while the third sends it to the rest of the body. But hold your breath, because when an octopus swims, that third heart stops beating, which might explain why these creatures prefer to crawl rather than swim, conserving their energy. The octopus's impressive physiology doesn't stop at the heart count. These creatures are gifted with a brain that's proportionally larger than most other invertebrates, making them one of the most intelligent species in the ocean. From navigating mazes to unscrewing jars, they're known for their problem-solving skills and adaptability. What's more, their soft bodies allow them to squeeze through impossibly small cracks and crevices, making them master escape artists. Couple this with their ability to change color and texture in a flash. and you've got an animal that's a living, breathing embodiment of hide and seek. But it doesn't stop there. Did you know that most octopuses are venomous? Yes, indeed, but don't worry, only a few species are dangerous to humans. 3 hearts and a master of disguise. Octopuses are truly extraordinary creatures. Did you know that not all rainbows are colorful? Quite a surprise, isn't it? We're used to seeing those stunning arcs of color stretching across the sky after a rain shower, but there's another type of rainbow that often goes unnoticed. Meet the white rainbow, a spectral phenomenon that's as fascinating as it is elusive. White rainbows, also known as fog bows, are formed much like their colorful counterparts. The difference lies in the size of the water droplets causing the refraction. In fog, the droplets are so tiny that they create a rainbow with very faint colors, almost white. It's like a ghost of a rainbow, a phantom arc hovering in the mist. But don't be fooled by its ethereal appearance. A white rainbow is just as real, just as magical as the rainbows we know and love. So even on a foggy day, keep an eye out for that elusive white rainbow. Ever wondered why sunlight makes some people sneeze? Let's delve into this peculiar phenomenon known as the photic sneeze reflex. This is a genetic quirk that prompts sneezing when someone steps into bright light, especially from darkness into sunlight. Scientists believe that this happens due to a mix-up in the brain's wiring. When our eyes are suddenly exposed to light, the brain sends a signal to the eyes to constrict the pupils, protecting our retina from damage. In some individuals, this signal gets a little confused, crossing paths with the brain's sneeze center, and voila, you've got a sun-induced sneeze. While it may seem strange, this condition is fairly common, affecting up to 1/3 of the population. So if you've ever stepped out on a sunny day and let out a sneeze, you're part of an exclusive club of sunlight sneezers. So if you're one of those who sneezes in the sun, now you know you're not alone. Ants don't sleep like we do. Let's delve into the fascinating world of ant slumber. It's a realm marked by efficiency and productivity, a testament to nature's ingenious design. Ants, the tiny industrious creatures that they are, have sleep patterns that are quite different from ours. They don't enjoy a long, uninterrupted 8-hour sleep like us. Instead, they take hundreds of short power naps throughout their day, each lasting just about a minute. Imagine that. A minute-long snooze, and then they're back at work, carrying food, building colonies, and defending their territory. These power naps collectively add up to about 4 to 5 hours of sleep in a 24-hour period. But here's the twist. They do this without ever entering a deep sleep state. This might make you wonder, how do they function without deep sleep? Well, the answer lies in their biology. Ants are cold-blooded creatures. That means their energy levels and bodily functions are largely influenced by the temperature of their environment. In cooler temperatures, they require less energy and can function efficiently with less sleep. But don't mistake their short naps for lack of rest. The ants' power naps are incredibly efficient. Each brief period of rest allows them to recover their energy levels rapidly. It's like hitting the refresh button hundreds of times a day. This incredible adaptability allows ants to remain active and productive around the clock, all while maintaining their complex social structures and intricate colonies. It's a sleep pattern that's perfectly suited for their lifestyle, allowing them to thrive in environments ranging from the hot, arid desert to the cool, damp forest floor. Their unique sleep pattern is one of the many reasons why ants are one of the most resilient and successful species on our planet. They've been around for millions of years, and with their efficient sleep habits, it seems they're here to stay. Imagine if we humans could function on power naps like ants do. Indeed, it would truly be a different world. There's a storm raging on Jupiter that's bigger than Earth. Now that's a statement to make you sit up and take notice. We're talking about the Great Red Spot, a tempest of epic proportions that's been whipping up a cosmic frenzy for at least 300 years. This is no ordinary storm. It's a maelstrom so massive that our entire planet could be swallowed up within its swirling depths with room to spare. Imagine hurricane-force winds, only 100 times more powerful, constantly churning and roiling without any sign of letting up. The Great Red Spot is a veritable vortex of chaos and turbulence, a testament to the raw and untamed power of nature, even in the cold void of space. And if you thought the storm of the century was a big deal, This Jovian tempest makes it look like a gentle breeze. So the next time you think the weather here is bad, spare a thought for the raging storm on Jupiter. Bananas are slightly radioactive. Surprised? Well, brace yourself because that's absolutely true. Bananas do contain a tiny amount of radioactive material, and the culprit for this is a naturally occurring isotope known as potassium-40. Now, you might be wondering, how did bananas end up with this radioactive stuff? Well, it's actually a natural phenomenon. You see, potassium is a vital nutrient that helps our bodies function properly. It's found in many foods we consume daily, including bananas. But here's the twist, about 1 out of every 10,000 potassium atoms is radioactive, meaning it's potassium-40. Potassium-40 is unique because it's unstable. Over time, it decays, releasing tiny particles and energy in a process known as radioactive decay. This is precisely why bananas are slightly radioactive. But before you start swearing off bananas, let's put this into perspective. The amount of radiation in a single banana is minuscule. In fact, it's so small that it's harmless. The human body is built to handle this low level of radiation. Plus, the potassium-40 in bananas is a part of the natural background radiation we're exposed to every day from the soil, rocks, cosmic rays, and even our own bodies. So yes, bananas are radioactive, but it's nothing to lose sleep over. As the saying goes, the dose makes the poison. But don't worry, you'd have to eat millions of bananas in one sitting to get radiation sickness. Did you know that the human body glows? Yes, you heard that right. Every single one of us emits a faint, almost ethereal luminescence, which is unfortunately too dim for our human eyes to perceive. But how does this happen, you ask? Well, let me tell you. Our bodies produce and emit tiny particles of light known as biophotons. These are different from the light we commonly know, like the one emanating from your lamp or the sun. Biophotons are produced as a result of the biochemical reactions within our cells, particularly within our DNA. Now, this might seem like something out of a science fiction movie, but trust me, it's all real. It's a fascinating phenomenon that's been studied by scientists for decades. You see, the human body is a marvel of nature, a complex machine that performs countless tasks and functions, and one of them is this subtle glow. And here's another intriguing fact. The amount of light our bodies emit changes throughout the day. It's not constant. Studies have shown that our bodies glow more intensely during the afternoon compared to early morning or late evening. This fluctuation is believed to be connected to our body's metabolic processes and our internal biological clock, also known as the circadian rhythm. However, don't go standing in front of a mirror in a dark room hoping to see your glow. The light we emit is about 1,000 times less intense than the sensitivity of our naked eyes. It's so faint that the most sophisticated equipment in specialized laboratories is needed to detect it. So while we might not be able to see it, the fact remains, we humans are bioluminescent. We are, in our own unique way, sources of light. Isn't that just incredible? So, in a way, we all have a little bit of that star quality.